Welcome to the 8th day of the 21-day data challenge by Lighthouse Labs. Fair warning, this video contains a solution to the challenge for today, so please attempt the problem before continuing on. Reference this video if you get stuck or want to see an alternative way to tackle the problem. And with that said, on to today's challenge. Okay, let's go ahead and load up the challenge. We'll once again be dealing with an easy problem. It looks like we'll be working with pandas again today. And in today's challenge, Dot is looking to rent out a cow. The thing is that Dot wants to know whether it's worth Dot's money and has a few basic questions such as in what year and in what month does a cow produce the least amount of milk and the most amount of milk. To do this today, we're going to be using pandas, a tool used to analyze large data sets. So following through with the tutorial, we'll go ahead and import pandas, a necessary line to make sure that we're able to work with pandas. Additionally, what we'll do is we'll read in a spreadsheet called milk.csv. Let's see if we can go ahead and get this data frame to display some information about this spreadsheet. So one of the first functions that we see is head, which looks like it displays the first 5 rows of the data set. Let's go ahead and use that. I'll add this just under this line right here and run it. So we can see that there are 2 columns, the month, which contains the year and the month, and the second column is the monthly milk production pounds per cow. Let's see what else we can use to describe more information about this table. We can see that there is a data frame describe method, so let's go ahead and use that, paste that there and run that, and we can see that there's all the statistical information and 2 bits a piece of information that we need. We can see the maximum monthly milk production pounds per cow, and we could also see the minimum. So these are the 2 values that we're looking for. Let's go ahead and jot that down. So how do we find these values? Let's see if we can find a function that can get us that. The max function right here seems like a good option, so let's go ahead and try that. So we run the max function, and if we take a look at this answer right here, we can see that the total max monthly milk production per cow is 969, which is the number that we're looking for, but it also gives us the month of January 2021. And I'm a little suspicious with this answer, just because January 2021 is quite recent. If I scroll down here, I can see that January 2021 is not one of these options, and the reason I think that this is outputted, it's looking for the max time frame. So this is not quite what we want. So let's go ahead and take a look at the instructions a bit more to see if we can narrow it down a little bit. And right here we see we're given an example of how to get the max number from a specific column. So let's go ahead and copy this and use this instead. And for the column name, we'll go ahead and copy this column name in there and run that, and we see we get the correct output. Now the thing is, we need to find the corresponding month and year that this came from. So let's see what else is available for us. IDX max gets the integer index position of the max value of the column. I think this might get us a little bit closer to what we need. So let's go ahead and copy that, paste that in, and we can see that the index of this column is 148. Now we want to get the row of this index so that we can find the corresponding month and year. Let's go up here and see if there's an additional function that we can use to do this. LOC gets rows or columns with particular labels from index. Let's give that a try. So 148 is the value. We'll go ahead and run this, and once we've run this, we can see a matching value, a month, that is a little less suspicious, and the corresponding maximum amount that we're looking for. Let's go ahead and take this month and year and scroll down here and see if we can find a matching answer. So we have 2 possible answers. Now we need to figure out the minimum to correspond the second question. So since we know how to figure out the max, finding out the minimum should be fairly easy. We just find the like methods that correspond to the minimum. Scroll up here and we can see that there should be an IDX min. So let's go ahead and copy this line up here, paste it down here, and change max to min. Go ahead and run that, and we can see that it is in the 10th index. Go ahead and copy the line of code that shows us that row, change 148 to the 10th index, and run that, and we can see that corresponding value is December 2007 with a minimum amount of 553. So let's go ahead and take a look for 2019 June and 2007 December. Go ahead and click that, submit the answer, and there we have it. I hope you got some value out of this day 8 video of the 21-day data challenge by Lighthouse Labs. I'll be back tomorrow with another video covering the day 10 challenge. See you then.